Keep in touch.
I will. Don't hesitate to call.
Keep in touch.
I will. Don't hesitate to call.
Keep in touch.
I will. Don't hesitate to call.
Let's meet.
That sounds great. We'll arrange it.
Let's meet some other time.
That sounds great. We'll arrange it.
Let's meet some other time.
That sounds great.
What's up?
Nothing much. Just hang out.
What's up?
Nothing much. Just hanging out.
What's up?
Nothing much.
I haven't seen you for ages.
Yeah, I've been busy with work.
I haven't seen you for ages.
Yeah, I've been busy with work.
I haven't seen you for ages.
Yeah, I've been busy with work.
I've been out of town.
Oh, where did you go?
I've been out of town.
Oh, where did you go?
I've been out of town.
Oh, where did you go?
How have you been?
I've been good. Thanks for asking. I've been good. Thanks for asking.
How have you been?
I've been good. Thanks for asking.
Work is really busy now.
I know, it's been crazy lately.
Work is really busy now.
I know, it's been crazy lately.
Work is really busy now.
I know, it's been crazy lately.
How are things?
Pretty good. Thanks for asking.
How are things?
Pretty good. Thanks for asking.
How are things?
Pretty good. Thanks for asking.
How are your parents?
They're fine. Thank you.
How are your parents?
They're fine. Thank you.
How are your parents?
They're fine. Thank you.
How is your work?
It's been challenging but
How is your work?
it's been challenging but rewarding.
How is your work?
It's been challenging but rewarding.
Not bad.
That's good to hear.
Not bad.
That's good to hear.
Not bad.
That's good to hear.
It couldn't be better.
That's great. Sounds like you're happy.
It couldn't be better.
That's great. Sounds like you're happy.
It couldn't be better.
That's great. Sounds like you're happy.
Nothing to complain about.
That's the best way to be.
Nothing to complain about.
That's the best way to be.
Nothing to complain about.
That's the best way to be.
Not so good.
What's the matter?
Not so good.
What's the matter?
So good.
What's the matter?
I'm I'm really enjoying it.
That's awesome.
I'm really enjoying it.
That's awesome. Keep it up.
I'm really enjoying it.
That's awesome. Keep it up.
I'm having fun.
That's the most important thing.
I'm having fun.
That's the most important thing.
I'm having fun.
That's the most important.
It's really interesting.
I'm glad you're finding it engaging.
It's really interesting.
I'm glad you're finding it engaging.
It's really interesting.
I'm glad you're finding it engaging.
It's very rewarding.
That
It's very rewarding.
That's the best kind of work.
It's very rewarding.
That's the best kind of work.
I can hear someone knocking.
Maybe we should answer it.
I can hear someone knocking.
Maybe we should answer it.
I can hear someone knocking.
Maybe we should answer it.
Someone wants to see her.
Okay.
Someone wants to see her.
Okay, I'll let her know.
Someone wants to see her.
I'll let her know.
Since I left college, I have not seen him.
That's a long time.
Since I left college, I have not seen him.
That's a long time.
Since I left college, I have not seen him.
That's a long time.
I hope to have seen the film next week.
Let's make sure to do that.
I hope to have seen the film next week.
Let's make sure to do that.
I hope to have seen the film next week.
Let's make sure to do that.
What do you mean, you think?
I'm sorry, it's just not my taste.
What do you mean, you don't like my cooking?
I'm sorry, it's just not my taste.
What do you mean, you don't like my cooking?
I'm sorry, it's just not my taste.
I have little knowledge of cooking.
That's okay, everyone has to start somewhere.
I have little knowledge of cooking.
That's okay, everyone somewhere.
I have little knowledge of cooking.
That's okay, everyone has to start somewhere. That sounds like a great idea.
Opening an office for vacation.
That sounds like a great idea.
Opening an office for vacation.
That sounds like a great idea.
I have a few questions.
Sure, ask me anything.
I have a few questions.
Sure, ask me anything.
I have a few questions. They did nothing but complain.
That sounds like a toxic environment.
They did nothing but complain. They did nothing but complain.
That sounds like a toxic.
You have no reason to complain.
I'm just expressing my feelings.
You have no reason to complain.
I'm just expressing my feelings.
You have no reason to complain.
I'm just expressing my feelings.
Got it.
Perfect. You're catching on fast.
Got it.
Perfect. You're catching on fast.
Got it.
Perfect. You're catching on fast.
That's it.
You got the hang of it now. You got the hang of it now.
That's it.
You got the hang of it now.
You're done.
Thank you. I appreciate your help.
You're done.
Thank you. I appreciate your help.
You're done.
Thank you. I appreciate your help. Glad I could clarify that for you.
I see what you mean.
Glad I could clarify.
I see what you mean.
Glad I could clarify that for you.
All set.
Awesome. Thanks for the assistance.
You are all set.
Awesome. Thanks for the assistance.
You are all set.
Awesome. Thanks for the assistance.
That was easy.
Yes. Straightforward.
That was easy.
Yes, it was quite straightforward.
That was easy.
Yes, it was quite straightforward.
Did you hear about Jason?
No. Happened?
Did you hear about Jason?
No. What happened?
Did you hear about Jason?
No. What happened? Okay, maybe it's just a rumor.
I didn't hear anything.
Okay, maybe it's just a rumor.
I didn't hear anything.
Okay, maybe it's just a rumor.
You know, about Jason and the new boss.
No. Fill me in.
You know, about Jason and the new boss.
No. Fill me in.
You know, about Jason and the new boss.
Fill me in.
I don't quite follow you.
Let me explain it again.
I don't quite follow you.
Let me explain it again.
I don't quite follow you.
Let me explain it again.
I heard David has been fired.
Really? That's surprising.
I heard David has been fired.
Really? That's surprising.
I heard David has been
Really? That's surprising.
That is a shame.
He was a good worker. He was a good worker.
That is a shame.
He was a good worker. I agree. It's a shame to see him go.
He is really hardworking.
I agree. It's a shame to see him go.
He is really hardworking.
I agree. It's a shame to see him go.
Did you hear Jason just retired? Did you hear Jason just retired?
No way. That's news to me.
Did you hear Jason just retired?
No way. That's news to me.
Are you sure?
I heard it from a reliable source.
Are you sure?
I heard it.
Are you sure?
I heard it from a reliable source.
He is quite young, isn't he?
Yes, but maybe he had his reason.
He is quite young, isn't he?
Yes, but maybe he had his reasons.
He is quite young, isn't he?
Yes, but maybe he had his reasons.
Did they ask difficult questions?
Yeah, a few, but I managed.
Did they ask difficult questions?
A few, but I managed.
Did they ask difficult questions?
Yeah, a few, but I managed.
What position did you apply for?
Administrative assistant.
What position did you apply for?
Administrative assistant.
What position did you apply for?
Administrative assistant.
When will you hear back?
They said in a week.
When will you hear back?
They said in a week.
When will you hear back?
They said in a week.
Did you bring your resume?
Yes, and they liked it.
Did you bring your resume?
Yes, and they liked it.
Did you bring your resume?
Yes, and they liked it.
How did you prepare?
Practiced common questions.
How did you prepare?
Practiced common questions.
How did you prepare?
Practiced common questions.
Were the interviewers friendly?
Yes, surprisingly.
Were the interviewers friendly?
Surprisingly.
Were the interviewers friendly?
Yes, surprisingly.
Do you feel confident?
Sort of, fingers crossed.
Do you feel confident?
Sort of, fingers crossed.
Do you feel confident?
Sort of, fingers crossed.
Dress formally?
Of course, a suit.
Did you dress formally?
Of course, a suit.
Did you dress formally?
Of course, a suit.
Any group activities?
A teamwork exercise.
Any group activities?
A teamwork exercise.
Any group activities?
A teamwork exercise.
Did they mention benefits?
Yes, good health care.
Did they mention benefits?
Yes, good health care.
Did they mention benefits?
Yes, good health care.
Did you talk about your skills?
A lot, actually.
Did you talk about your skills?
A lot, actually.
Did you talk about your skills?
A lot, actually.
Did they discuss salary?
Not yet, maybe next round.
Did they discuss salary?
Not yet, maybe next round.
Did they discuss salary?
Not yet, maybe next round.
Was it a long interview?
About 45 minutes.
Was it a long interview?
About 45 minutes.
Was it a long interview?
About 45 minutes.
About the job.
Online job board.
How did you find out about the job?
Online job board.
How did you find out about the job?
Online job board.
Did they check references?
Not yet, but they might.
Did they check references?
Not yet, but they might.
Did they check references?
Not yet, but they might.